Welcome to a video from DigitalLifestyle.com. This is my new collection for the Korg Wavestate. This is the analog strings collection. So this is a set of 30 odd performances and some programs as well as quite a few programs that include the analog string sounds, 70s, early 80s string sounds, but there's other things in there. There's some wave sequence in there, there's some percussion loops in there, there's some layering of sounds, and I'll go through them. So this is quite a good tutorial as well to show you how I created some of those sounds as well, but they've all got that sort of analog string vibe to them. So I'm going to demonstrate those and I'll explain how I created those as I go along. They're all a free download from DigitalLifestyle.com, so just head over there and download those. Right, so the first one I've got is 2600 Strings and CP80. The idea behind this was CP80 electric grand piano, used a lot, especially live, and a lot of groups use that combined with a string synth, and they're using the 2600 string sounds because the 2600 sample sounds are in the Wavestate already, so I've got the Ensemble 2600 sounds in there, so you can combine them together and you've got a nice dramatic sound there, but the layer of the strings as well. The next one I call Analog Perform, and that's because it's based on 4 layers. So we've got strings, drums, the arpeggiator. I'll show you how I've done that one. So on the first layer, you've got the strings, which you can hear coming in and out. And they've got the filter LFO on them. Filter LFO is tempo synced really slow. Let's get that effect. Then we've got a layer of the soft strings. Using the wave sequencing to get that effect. And you can see there I've got a slope up to get that effect. Then we've got the percussion, I think. Very simple, just switching between those, the hat and the kick. And then the final layer is the arpeggiated synth. I've split that so it's only on the lowest section. So you put it all together. You get that really nice effect. Next one is some resonant strings. This is dual layer, and we've got the resonant strings sounds on there. So using the MS-20 low pass filter to achieve that with the detuned 2600 sample that you can see on there. Similar effect, this is more of a synth sound than the string sound. And some 2600 ensemble, string ensemble, so that's the based on the Solina string ensemble type sounds. And you can hear I've had some phasing on there. quite a simple sound, it's just dual layered, but it is quite effective. And we've got some dual strings. And you can see on this one that I'm using the wave sequencing to switch between two different sounds on there. So it's a little trick just to give that a movement on the sound. So it sounds like some kind of fading, but it's actually switching waveforms on there. So many of the string ensembles had a bass section, and that's the what I've done there. The idea with that is it's a program, so you can layer that with your other performances, and I've done that in a couple of these. Then we've got some bandpass strings, which is using that bass section on a split. So I've doubled them up to get that effect. And the bandpass just lets that centre part of the sound through. So this one uses a few different layers. One of them's tunes 7 elements higher to give it that sort of 7th chord effect, or 5th chord. So CS80, famous analog synth 70s, and I've tried to recreate some of those effects using the 2600 samples actually. So that's achieved just by layering those two CS80 parts. So there's a bandpass string and a low pass filter string. The Elka is a string synth. Well, Elka had one in the 70s had a string synth, and it had a bandpass filter on it, and that's what I kind of emulating there. So it gives it a very thin sound. Not so much sonic sound, but when you combine with other stuff, it sounds pretty good. There's also the Celeste, which I really liked. Again, not much sonic sound, but combined with other stuff, it cuts through the mix file. And then this performance combines that Celeste with some strings. A couple of Roland type sounds, JP square pad. a string pad. And we've got some JX type strings. It's a nice warm sort of string sound. And then JX3P. I used to have a JX3P, sadly I sold it a long time ago. Wish I kept it. And these really achieved by just careful use of the filter. I found the Poly6 filter works quite well for this, so I've been using the Poly6 for those nice warm sort of sounds. And a bit of detune on there as well. Mellotron is probably the first the first string machine. Using tapes, first sampler, and I love the Mellotron sound. The samples are in the Wavestate and the Wave. So I've included that. I do like that sound. And we've got some PWM Strings sounds using the MG waves, but with some wave sequencing on there, just to give it that bit of movement on the sound. So I've dual layered those as well. Solina String Ensemble, famous string machine. I've actually got one of the Behringer ones, which I really like actually, so I've recreated that. With the phasing on there. Now what I've done on this one is you'll hear the extra note, the extra low part coming there. Because on the string ensemble on the same with the Behringer, you can have a bass section which has the lower side, so it combines the lower sound with the other strings. So which is what I've done there. So there you can see them. So just split it that way. This one is called Prog Tron because I've got some Mellotron strings on there, I've got a rhythm on there, and the sample control on here actually controls the probability of the snare. So you get this. So what's happening there, you can hear the drum track on there. The snare's got a very low probability, but the sample control increases the probability, so I've turned it down. So increase it to about 60%. You'll hear it's not all the time, but it's doing. I need to put it to 100%, it's doing it all the time. We've got a bass synth down there, so that gives you that effect. Some pulse width modulation strings. Nice warm string synths. simple one, just using a pulse width modulation sample. Quadra string ensemble, slightly different to the Solina one. So we've got some strings with our arpeggiator on there. Nice simple one. But you can see actually not using the arpeggiator, I'm using the wave sequencer to get that effect. Shiny Crazy Diamond. Split, so you've got the string ensemble on the left with a nice brass sound on the left hand, which supports poly-out touch. And then the full version of that if you don't want the split. Very slow envelope. Some Solina Strings. So non-phased version of them. Again with that lower bass section. And then one strings. You hear them phasing in out with a drum pattern as well. One here I call TD style, Tangerine Dream style, so that's 70s Tangerine Dream with the sequence and the Mellotron Strings. So there you can see how I've done that section. There you can see I'm using the wave sequencing to create that effect, and then on this layer I have the hi-hats phased. And using a filter to get that effect, and then mix that with the Mellotron. So Trident, which is the Korg Trident, a big multi-instrument synth that had a string section. Effect really created by layering up the sounds, but really putting one of the layers a couple of octaves higher than the other. Some Vangelis ones. Here's probably have to touch on the strings there. A couple of reproductions of the Roland VP, the Vox sound and the string sound. So this is the and there's a string one as well. And to finish it off, we've got a nice warm string sound. So those are the sounds. Go to diesellifestyle.com, download those, get them into your Wavestate. I've got loads of others I had to go to our music tech downloads page, you'll see loads of different packs for Wavestate. I've got D1110, mkII, I've got loads of stuff on there. I've got stuff from Mobwave and loads of other synths as well, so please check that out. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you do, and I'll see you on the next one.